Why am I standing right here in the middle of the ocean? Why am I standing here with an electric scooter in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, you might ask? Ah! Ah! Because it's a waterproof electric scooter. It's actually an IP68 electric scooter, which, that's amazing, isn't it? And I think Eric's gonna throw more water on me.
I will try not to have fun doing this.
This is the Vig Yrsa, and I'm super excited to share this with you today because it's been a minute since I was just hopping around in the ocean. And you know, in a place like Victoria where it's so unpredictable, we're in the Pacific Northwest on a little island, and I never know if it's gonna rain or if it's gonna snow. It snowed a lot recently, and with an electric scooter, it just gives you that extra peace of mind. Something with an IP68. This is an IP68 scooter. That's amazing. What it allows me to do is just go to the shops, go to the mall, go to work, go and pick up a few things and not worry about whether it's gonna rain or not. I've been splashing around in the neighborhood today. I'm in Oak Bay today, just basically a subsidiary or just outside of downtown Victoria, and really enjoying riding around. It has a 48-volt battery, which actually is removable, and I'm going to show you that a little bit later on. It has a big motor at the back. It's a 500-watt motor. Peaks out at about 800 watts, so it's going to get you around town. It's not going to get this big guy up the hill of death, and that's okay. That's not what it's designed for. It's designed to get me around town. Up and down the hills around here, there's been no problems whatsoever. It's got a 10.4 amp hour battery, so it's not a massive battery. You're not going to get massive range. So what that means, it's just going to be a little bit lighter. It has a suspension, front and rear suspension. It's got a whole bunch of things that I'm going to share with you coming up next. I'm basically just going to ride around Oak Bay and share with you all these wonderful things about the Vig Yrsa, or Yrsa. You tell me, how would you say it? I misspoke a little bit. It just has suspension at the front. But what I meant was it's got the dual fork suspension at the front, which makes it so much more comfortable. It does have solid honeycomb tires, but that just means I'm not going to get a flat tire. And I've actually been riding around and I'm really enjoying it so far. So with the unpredictable nature of living here on the island, the sun's come out. It was pouring down a few minutes ago, but now of course the sun's out. I've got my sunglasses on. Let me show you how this folds up. The Yrsa folds up really simply. At the front, there's a little catch. I push in, falls beautifully. Super easy to deal with. And then there's also a nice little locking mechanism here, which allows me now to pick it up one-handed. Isn't that convenient? Convenient if you're going to try and stick it in the trunk of your car, and it's about 50 pounds. So it's not horribly heavy. Now, while I'm down here, I'm going to just put this back up. It does have a nice safety button on there as well. It also has a cute little button. Let me just flip around and show you. The cute little button's over here, and what this does is it releases the actual battery. Probably hear that, and now I'm going to step on it, and that's it. The battery comes out. And the battery controller are all IP68, which means as the sun goes behind a cloud, ready for the next bit of rain, this is nice and secure and safe. I'm gonna stick it back in, step on it and press the button. And it's locked and secure in place, safe from all the elements. I love the fact that it's got a cute little horn, 4 different levels, plus the fact it's got a max weight capacity of 265 pounds, which is actually what I weigh when I'm naked in the ocean. Woo! One of the most amazing things about the Vig Yrsa is the warranty itself. It has let me just read this off because I'm probably never gonna get this right. It has a 1-year full coverage, including water damage. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually pouring down right now here in Victoria. So that's a big deal. I've never seen an electric scooter company have water damage protection for their electric scooters. And in the 2nd year, parts and labor, heavily discounted. And the 3rd year and going forwards as long as you own this Yrsa, 25% off all parts. I've never seen anything like that for an electric scooter. So it makes me think that maybe this is going to last an awfully long time, because the manufacturer's not going to do that if they're thinking that it's going to leak water all over the place and have to replace parts. So anyhow, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to get wet. I'm going to share with you what I like, what I don't like in the next spot, probably just over there near the yachts. I am absolutely drenched from my feet all the way up to past my knees, because driving through big puddles to showcase the fact that it's all waterproof. But I wanted to show you, when I open up the battery compartment here, that not only is it slippery when wet, oop, there we are. Oh, there, handle. The reason why it's so waterproof is the fact that it has waterproof connections inside. So the only way the battery is actually connected to the scooter is right here on this wire. And this wire has a waterproof connection as well. I'm going to stick that back inside. But that makes it so much easier. I'm just going to press this down and lock it down in place. 2 thumbs up for that. I think that's remarkable engineering and really smart, and I really wish that other electric scooters were built like this type of IP rating. I'm really hoping the future is IP68 for batteries and controllers. What did I like? What didn't I like about the Yrsa from Vig? Well, the one thing I didn't like so much was the actual mirror itself. The mirror is fabulous quality. I would suggest perhaps that it should be at the end. I wonder if that might interfere with something I really love, which are the indicators. Having indicators at waist height is such a cool idea. I love the fact that they're super easy to turn on and off when I'm riding around. I love the fact that the light is on at waist height. That's fantastic. I love the fact that it has a super loud horn, 120 decibels, 140 decibels, something like that, I'm not sure. I didn't mention the brakes. Now, the fact that it's a waterproof scooter basically is amazing. And the only thing that I would say that really is important with an electric scooter is that you have drum brakes for the rain. And it has drum brakes, front and rear drum brakes on the Yrsa, which means it brings it down to a pretty decent stop. It's not going to win any awards for braking, but it does a decent job of bringing this big guy down to 0 really quickly. And the fact that it's all enclosed in a drum brake means you don't have to worry about the elements. I love the fact that there's a removable battery. I think that's just a really cool piece of engineering. I love the hearing the whirling of the motor as it goes through. I found the ride quality with the honeycomb tires was particularly good. I mean, we went over some pretty treacherous roads in here in Oak Bay. I don't know if they don't pay their taxes or what, but oh my goodness, some of the roads here are terrible. And as a result, we started this day with sunshine, then we had rain, then we had sunshine, and here we are now, it's pouring down. So I am delighted to have actually ridden around today on the Yrsa Mini. That peace of mind you get riding around with something with such a decent IP rating is fantastic. And I wonder, is it ever going to stop raining today? Maybe wait 5 minutes and we'll find out. So 2 thumbs up from this big guy approved Yrsa. Big guy approved.